For most of history, wealth was about location. Where you lived, who you knew, which gate you passed through. Today, it's about something quieter, more precise. Skill arbitrage. And almost no one sees it happening. While the world argues about jobs disappearing, inflation rising, AI accelerating, a smaller group is doing something different. They are buying skills cheap and selling outcomes expensive. Not illegally, not unethically, structurally. This is the rise of skill arbitrage, and it's quietly reshaping wealth. To understand it, you first have to abandon an old assumption that skills have fixed value. They don't. A skill is only worth what the market around it understands, and markets are rarely efficient. The same ability, in two different contexts, can produce radically different outcomes. One person codes for a salary, another codes to build leverage. One person writes to fill briefs, another writes to compound attention. The skill didn't change. The positioning did. That gap is arbitrage, and it exists everywhere. But most people never exploit it. Because of psychological barriers, we're taught to specialize narrowly, to stay in our lane, to wait until we're ready. That mindset kills arbitrage, because arbitrage rewards synthesis, not purity. The people who win aren't the best in one domain. They are competent across several. They combine skills the market hasn't priced together yet. Technology plus communication, data plus storytelling, strategy plus execution. Individually, these skills are common. Together, they are rare, and rarity is leverage. This is why the rise of skill arbitrage feels invisible. It doesn't announce itself with new job titles. It doesn't come with credentials. It happens between categories, in the gaps institutions don't see, which is why those institutions can't protect you from it. Universities still price skills in isolation. Employers still hire linearly. Meanwhile, the market rewards those who cross boundaries. This is where asymmetric risk enters the picture. Learning a new skill today has capped downside. Time, attention, ego. But the upside is uncapped. One unexpected combination, one overlooked niche, can produce outsized returns. This asymmetry didn't exist before. In slower economies, experimentation was expensive. Now, iteration is cheap. You can test skills in public, deploy them instantly, adjust in real time. This accelerates capital velocity, not just financial capital, but human capital. The faster you convert learning into output, the faster feedback compounds, and compounding favors those who act early. But there's a catch. Most people sabotage themselves right here. They try to perfect skills before deploying them. They wait for mastery, for permission, for certainty. Arbitrage disappears while they wait, because once the market understands a skill, it reprices it. What was rare becomes crowded. What was profitable becomes competitive. The window closes. This is why the most successful operators look reckless to outsiders. They move with incomplete information. They test before consensus. They accept being wrong publicly. They understand something most don't. Speed is leverage, and leverage beats credentials. Skill arbitrage isn't about being the smartest person in the room. It's about being the fastest to connect dots. This requires a different relationship with identity. Most people define themselves by what they do. I'm a designer. I'm an analyst. I'm a marketer. That rigidity is comfortable, but expensive. The new winners define themselves by what they can adapt to. They are modular, flexible, unattached. They don't protect titles. They protect optionality, because optionality compounds. The more skills you can recombine, the more surfaces you can play on. And this is where leverage becomes exponential. One skill creates income. Two skills create opportunity. Three create systems. Systems don't trade time for money. They trade insight for scale. This is why skill arbitrage is accelerating now. AI didn't remove value from skills. It redistributed it. Execution got cheaper. Judgment got rarer. Knowing what to do and where to apply it is now worth more than doing it slowly. This flips the hierarchy. The new elite aren't the most technical or the most educated. They are the most integrative. They understand context, timing, narrative. They place skills where they create leverage, not where they create comfort. And here's the part most people miss. Skill arbitrage isn't permanent. It's temporal. Every advantage decays, which means wealth now belongs to those who keep moving, those who learn continuously, unlearn aggressively, and redeploy without attachment. The goal isn't to find the perfect skill. It's to build a repeatable process. Learn, test, combine, deploy, over and over. This process compounds faster than any single expertise, because while others defend what they know, you're already pricing what's next. That's the quiet power behind modern wealth. Not effort, not credentials, not hours worked, but the ability to see mispricing and act before it closes. The rise of skill arbitrage doesn't mean everyone will win. It means the rules are exposed. The question isn't whether opportunities exist. They're everywhere. The real question is psychological. Can you let go of certainty, of identity, of waiting long enough to exploit them? Because in this economy, the biggest risk isn't learning the wrong skill. It's holding the right one in the wrong place. If this video added value, consider subscribing for more content on wealth, mindset, and long-term thinking. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.